Libra. This is going to be your weekly reading, and I wanted to say real quick that if you would be interested in a personal reading with me, I will let you know what your blocks are to love and to money. And whatever messages that come through from Spirit, I will let you know so that you can work on those. And I did want to say that real quick. I will include in the description of the video my contact information in case you want to get a hold of me for a personal reading. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first card that I have is the Earth card, Success. And this is a physical energy. This is all about in the physical. And so the message that's coming through is that you are manifesting more good things into your life. And you're starting to see that. You're starting to see that what you focus your intentions on becomes true. And you can basically flip any situation around by looking at it from a different point of view. Whereas before, maybe you took a negative approach. Now you can look at it from a positive point of view. And it's totally changing your perception, your view of the world around you. And this is how you're manifesting money right now. You're manifesting money. You're manifesting more opportunities, more good things into your life. We have the Community card. And with this card, this is like a celebration energy. And you have people around you who care about you, and you are attracting people who are members of your soul clan to you. And you will recognize them right away by their vibration. And they have come in to really love and support you unconditionally. But do make sure that the message that's coming through from Spirit is that sometimes we can view these people in a negative way, okay? Because we all agreed before we even incarnated here with our soul family, our soul clan, what type of parts we would play and what type of lessons we wanted to learn. So sometimes our soul family is here to teach us a difficult lesson. So don't judge that. Definitely don't reject somebody just because maybe they showed you a different way of looking at things. Maybe they're trying to show you what your fears are. So definitely do not reject your soul family when they come through because, like I said, it's almost like a play and everyone has their own part. You know, this person could have been a sister, father, mother in a past life, a past timeline. And now they're coming to you as a friend. Maybe they're a coworker. So definitely you will know their energy right away. So definitely don't discard them if they do show you your fears and they do teach you maybe a difficult lesson. It's all about forgiveness. And really there's nothing to forgive anyway because you actually planned this together before you even came here into the physical body that you're in right now. We have the Sorceress card. And the message, as soon as I pulled this card, I knew right away, this is all about manifestation. So now you're really learning how to manifest. You're learning to focus your intentions. And this is more than just staying positive. This is really being in an attitude of abundance. Walking around here like you just know you have everything you need and want. And being grateful for it even if you don't see it yet. And being grateful for things that you do have, that are showing up. And also the message that's coming through too is to make very, very sure that you're focusing your intention on what you want and not what you don't want. Excuse me. Because a lot of times we'll be trying to manifest something and something else will show up. Okay, it's because we were focused on something else. I know a lot of times I will worry about an outcome, but it seems like what I'm worried about will show up instead of what I'm actually trying to manifest. So don't focus on what you don't want and your worries and your anxieties. It's all about really trusting and believing that the universe always has your back, always. And the other thing is to just let go. And don't hold on so tightly to it because we have to have that energy flowing. I had somebody tell me, I think it was a spiritual law that I read about, only I can't think which one it is right now because I was trying to remember today. And I was thinking about stingy people. People who just hold on to their money and they just will not spend it. Well, you know what? You're violating a spiritual law, and I can't remember which one. I'm going to have to go back to the 7 spiritual laws of success by Chopra, because he talks about this. And Florence Scovel Shinn also talks about this too. That when you hold on to something out of greed or out of stinginess or out of fear of scarcity or lack, that energy is not flowing. You've got to let things go out to be able to come back to you. So you've got to, have you ever heard the expression, you've got to spend money in order to make money? Well, there's more to it than that. That's not just about investing. It's actually about getting money circulating energetically. So that message came through. I don't know where that came from, but somebody needed to hear that. We have the staff. This is all about stability. So once again, this is all about getting that energy flowing. And this is all about having a really firm foundation. And how do you get a really firm foundation? You get that by being your authentic self, so that you make sure that whatever it is that you're manifesting is from the soul, so that it definitely suits you. Because when we wear a facade or a mask, we are manifesting from that energy, okay, from that standpoint. And the example I gave in one of my other videos earlier today was like this, okay? Imagine that you wear a false mask, that you enjoy, you know, you're a female and you enjoy football, for instance, which really you enjoy the arts. You like to go to art galleries and maybe go to music concerts. Well, you end up with somebody for 6 months to a year who all they want to do is sit around and watch football. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but then you're upset because you're like, you never do anything with me. Well, the reason why is because you were not authentic to begin with. So you started off on a wrong foot and you had the wrong foundation. So definitely do make sure that you're being your authentic self and not just have the disease to please others. So that you can attract to you the right situations and the right people. We have the purifier, and this is all about alchemy. So we do have some fears that are coming up, and these are doubts. And this is what I was talking about here, about really aligning to your worries and your anxiety instead of an abundance, instead of your heart's desire. So do make sure that you clear any type of fears and doubts right now. When in doubt, just become the queen of no fucks given. That's what I do. I'm like, you know what? I know I really can't look at this in a positive way right now because I have all these doubts and fears over here. So you know what I'm going to do? I just don't give a fuck. Because you know what? When you don't give a fuck, it's the perfect energy to be in. Okay, because you have really let go and you're like, you know what, let the universe do its magic. I don't care if the sky falls right now. It is what it is. Excuse me, my allergies are bothering me. I've been outside all day. To clarify that card, we have madness, ecstatic ritual, and energy release. This is all about being in your head and being anxious and being worried. You need to release this energy. Also, you need to get into the energy of letting your money go and letting it flow and not being scared to spend money, because that's how it's able to return to you. The same thing with love. How do we bring love back into our lives? By letting it go and letting it flow and letting it come back. Because a lot of times, you know, people have to be free to experience different things. And then they come back to us, and then we're able to talk to them about all the amazing things we've been doing while they've been gone, you know. Don't get into the energy, the waiting energy of waiting for someone to come back to you. Do make sure that you're always fulfilling yourself and filling your own cup. But, you know, while you're single, if you are single, and take up some hobbies, some interests, do some things so that when you do manifest the love that you desire, you have lots of interesting things to talk about. Take a trip. That came up for somebody. Ecstatic union. This is all about inner union. This is all about really combining your shadow and your light side. Now, how do we do that? We shine light on our shadow side. There are things in your subconscious that you're not aware of that you need to bring into the consciousness. That is how we heal things. We shine light on them. And I don't like to use the term heal because you are already complete and whole just as you are. What I like to look at it as clearing. It's clearing energy, clearing old energy. It's releasing patterns. It's releasing cycles that no longer serve you. And when you do this, you will align closer to your soul. You will use your soul energy. And also when you do, like I said over here, about a good foundation and really whatever resonates with you on a soul level, do be your authentic self. That is how you come into this inner union with your own soul. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Well, the message that's coming through with this is that there is going to be a new love, or your love interest that you have now is going to be ascending to a higher level. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to take a Claritin or something. Or somebody's going to be returning from the past. And that's what I was saying right here. Do make sure that you're focused on yourself and your own soul growth so that when they return, that you have lots of really interesting things to talk about, or when this new love comes in. But do be authentic, okay? This is not lowering your standards or things that you like to do and sacrificing things that you like to do and who you truly are as a person to please somebody else. This is being authentic so that you can attract the right kind of person. We have Apprentice. And basically what I'm getting with this card is kind of that energy I was getting over here. You know, if you've been thinking about going back to school or taking some classes or taking some lessons, do that, because that energy is coming in very strongly right now as far as really asking you to really improve. Not that you're not complete and whole already, but do, you know, self-improvement. Anything that you can do to take in more knowledge, to learn new skills. That message is coming through for you, Libra. And to clarify that card we have, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. You know, so I feel like this goes along with that Apprentice card. Someone might be being called to get into some kind of some type of occupation, take on some kind of training where they can help others, whether it be teaching or nursing, counseling. This is definitely that card where you're in service to others. So if you have been thinking about pursuing a career in that, do definitely do that. We have the Two of Sons, which is the same as the Wands. But once again, the energy that I'm getting with this is that inner union. This is that dark and that light side, combining the two of them. This is the sun and the moon coming together. But you really have to shine light on your shadow side, and you do that by bringing whatever is in your subconscious into the consciousness and really realizing why you do things a certain way. You know, and the message that's coming through is that there are cycles that you've been stuck in, and you wonder why you always end up in the same place. But you've kind of been in this cycle and pattern of blaming others for that, instead of looking at the fact that that is what you're aligning to energetically. That is what you're focusing your energy on. You're focused on your anxieties and your worries and your lack instead of what you do have. And so that is the message coming through from Spirit. To clarify that card, we have ecstasy, yielding, rapture, and bliss. And so the message that, see this yielding right here? The message that I'm getting with this is that you really need to cast all of your cares onto your higher power, whoever that is. It can be God, the universe, spirit, source, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, your own soul, your own higher self. Because basically, The things that you're worried about, you don't need to be worried about, because the law of attraction is always working. People think that we have to be in high vibrations and we have to do this and we have to do that in order for the law of attraction to work. The law of attraction is working with or without us. So the main thing that you need to be wary of are your thoughts. You need to make sure that you get out of your own way and stop stressing and worrying, because whatever you're stressing and worrying about is going to happen. These are your fears and your doubts that you do need to clear, that you need to alchemize. That message came through. And get out of the way and let the universe or whoever your higher power is work its magic. Because that's going to happen with or without you. But it just depends on what you want. So be very, very clear about what you want so it can come to you. And do clear those fears that are in your subconscious, that have to do with doubts and have to do with just feeling like things aren't going to turn out the way you want them to. That is the message that's coming through. We have the Child card. And whenever I get this card, I interpret it in different ways. But basically, the message that I'm getting here are that these cycles and these patterns that you've been stuck in since childhood. So you need to really work on stripping off this conditioning. I don't call it healing, I call it energy clearing. So whatever type of conditioning you've taken on as a child, you need to really look at those patterns and those cycles. And how do we break patterns and cycles? We break them by becoming conscious of them, by becoming aware of them. You have the High Honor card. And once again, the message that's coming through is that people really do look up to you. People really do respect you. And people think very highly of you, but you can't see it. And this is what makes you want to help people. Your soul is aligned to this. Your soul wants to be able to help people. But you are still in doubts about people, really thinking that people don't have your best interest at heart. But they do, and you need to really see past that, because you're blocking your own abundance by feeling like people do not treat you well. Understand, you are the one that is responsible for your own reality. So do clear those fears so that you do realize that people do see you in a very high light, a very, very respectable light. Journey. This card has shown up to let you know that you are on the right path. So don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. And do definitely step into your power, because you are definitely on the right path and you are attracting love and money. But do make sure that you don't block your own self and you don't manifest the things that you don't want, the things that you are very worried about and that you're very scared about. Get out of your way and let your higher power, the universe, really work its magic. Because it always has your back. That message came through, Libra. Well, Libra, this is your weekly reading. And like I said in the description of the video, I will include my contact information in case you want a personal reading. Thank you so much for watching today.